Hi, I'm Alyssa Baker, and you're watching the Permanent Rain Press.
Take a step right off the edge now with you.
Hey everyone, it's Chloe with the Permanent Rain Press today. I'm here with Alyssa Baker. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Doing great. Super excited to be chatting with you after all this time. It's been like a few years since we started posting about you on our website.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been awesome. We got all your support, and now we finally get to connect. That's great.
So you have a lot of stuff you've been working on recently. Let's talk about Spark. You recently released the first single off your upcoming EP. It's a bit more piano-driven, less of the folk rock influence in your debut release. Is this the direction that your sound is headed in?
Yeah, so I definitely think I've been on a bit of a sound journey, so moving a little bit away from the kind of more folky singer-songwriter stuff and into a more moodier dream pop electronic kind of sound. So that's definitely where that more piano based kind of stuff comes in. I think that there's a lot of that on the upcoming EP. I mean, so there's still the guitar. I mean, that's where I come from, the singer-songwriter stuff, but we're definitely moving in a new direction.
What other details can you share about the release? Maybe a potential release month, release date, track listing?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I'm happy to share that the EP, Undone, is coming out on July 1st. So that's when it will be available for purchase on iTunes, streaming, all that stuff, Spotify, you name it, it's there. And there are 5 songs. And and they're all kind of in this new direction, this new sound. And I'm excited to share it. It's been a very fun process to get here. I mean, it's very authentic and DIY. And I hope you guys like it.
We're really excited to hear it.
Oh, thank you.
Now let's talk a bit about the acting side. You can currently be seen as Maggie on Family Channel's Lost and Found Music Studios. What drew you towards acting?
Well, I've been acting for a while, a bit, alongside music. They kind of go hand in hand. I did musical theater for a long time when I was younger, and that was kind of a big kind of bridge between, I got to sing and I got to act, and I got to dance as well. And so since then, I had, I've been working on acting as well, but not as much as music necessarily, but, it was there. And then I got an agent around age 14, so I started going out a little bit more for those types of things. And then this role on Lost and Found Music Studios came up, and Maggie, and, it was kind of everything I needed. I had the acting and a really strong music base, and, the first kind of round of auditions was to see, they wanted really real musicians. That was the first thing that they looked for. So it kind of seemed perfect for me, and that's kind of how that came about.
That's wonderful. Now, what kind of similarities and differences do you see between yourself and your character?
Okay, so I definitely see a lot. Maggie's she's very driven, which I think I also am, and she's kind of the quirky girl, a bit different. She has, but she also has a lot of confidence in who she is, and I think that's great. But I definitely think one thing that is very different between me and Maggie is she's a lot sassier than me. She's got that sass factor, and she's not afraid to speak her mind and just be a little bit more blunt. And I think that I'm always a little bit more soft-spoken. I'm like, oh, it's okay, no problem, whatever. But she's like, no, heck no. She's gonna come out and say no. So there's that. But definitely in all things music, I mean, she has that passion, and that definitely comes from me.
Fantastic. I was going to say, so when they introduced Maggie, she was performing at a coffee shop, so kind of similar, I think, to you. And then, the relationship she has with the girl group, definitely the sassy part. So how much fun is it, kind of playing that?
Oh, it's really fun. I mean, it's not something that I really do in real life, so getting to kind of go deep inside and bring out that sass is really fun. I mean, we have all these performances, very sassy, and, there's some moments because, as you know, the Maggie character and the Leia character have a bit of a feud, and there are moments, obviously, that have happened in the first half of the season where they're conflicting, and that was kind of fun to play, You get to have those sass moments and just bring out that inner diva. Yeah.
What can fans expect from the back half of the first season?
Well, I mean, we're not really allowed to say too much, but drama for sure, lots of music, performances, but yeah, I think that the drama really amps up in the second half of the season, so.
Definitely, so first it started about music, but definitely developing all these characters, right? You get to see more of their backstory and then how that takes it into going to the music studio.
Exactly. So yeah, you'll learn a lot more. The characters are just going to keep growing and developing, and the relationships are going to get more interesting, and the problems are going to get more interesting as well. So yeah.
So through the show, you've had the opportunity to go to LA a few times. You've done some fun collaborations with Kurt Schneider, Chris Collins, Madeline Bailey. How are these experiences like, and did they give you any advice as an up-and-coming artist?
Oh, they were really, really fun. It was interesting because the YouTube world is, aside that, I mean, I've been in a little bit. I mean, I have my own channel and stuff, but it was really interesting to see how that works, and it's definitely a very cool thing that we have the opportunity to do now in this 21st century media phase. You can really establish yourself on YouTube, and it's interesting to see how these people who are really, really established in that community work, because they have such good vocal production and great videos, and they do it every day, and they're constantly going. So that was just really interesting to see that side, and also to get the exposure from that, because they have huge followings. So it was really interesting because my videos have been growing, but I was used to getting thousands of views, but we got millions on the Kurt Hugo Schneider, right? So and hundreds of thousands on the other ones as well, and so it's just been built, and it's been building ever since, right? So you see these numbers going up, and so that's really cool for, I think, us to see, wow, we got that much exposure from that, so that was really cool. But also to see how they work and to get to collaborate was really fun. And obviously LA is a really bustling, amazing city to be in as a creative person, so that was amazing. And then also going forward in my career, it's really nice to take those lessons that I learned from them, so I can see, okay, what can I take from that experience and put it into my own YouTube videos? What can I adapt to get to that level? Keep building and be able to get that kind of a following as well. Yeah, so it was really cool.
Well, the videos all look and sound great. Hopefully seeing some more collaborations in the future. Now, you're no longer based in Vancouver. You spend a lot of time back east in Toronto. What do you miss most about the West Coast?
Oh, okay. Well, I think I miss my family and friends the most. I mean, obviously there are things with the city, but I'm really close with my parents and my grandparents and all that stuff. So I think that's a big part, and also all my friends. But you make those new connections in the new city. And I mean, okay, what about the city though? About the city, there are just some areas of the city that I just love, and I love to go explore. And so when I come here, I gotta go to my favorite coffee shops, my favorite restaurants, because I miss those. And so those are probably the main things.
Vancouver or Toronto, if you had to pick one?
That's such a tough choice, I feel like I have to argue both sides, because I think for somebody at this place in my career, Toronto has so much to offer for that. It's bustling, people are busy, people are, so driven. Everybody's got to get somewhere fast. If you're walking slow, you better move out of the way because you're gonna get trampled. It's just that kind of mindset, and that's really fun for me to be in as an 18-year-old who's emerging in this career. To have all these opportunities and stuff. But Vancouver is so chill and beautiful and calm and amazing, and all my family's here. And it's just a lot slower, so it just depends on the time of year, I think. Maybe for me, both, right? I would take them both. I feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to go back and forth.
Perfect. So who are 2 artists on your playlist right now?
Okay, big artists. Okay, so I'm listening to a lot of Oh Wonder. I really like it, and I guess that kind of also comes with that, this new electronic vibe that I'm going for, so that's a big one. And who else? My favorite band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they just released a new album, and so I actually haven't had a chance to listen to the whole thing yet, but their new single is amazing, so I'm really excited to get that one going on the playlist.
Definitely good for probably long drives or even on plane rides.
For sure, and I do a lot of those now, so that would be good.
And lastly, your signature question: if you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
I do enjoy. Okay, well, right now I'm really loving the sorbet, and so maybe I would pick. What's great is that creamsicle type things, oranges and stuff. What is it? Orange and cream? That's amazing. I would be that one. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. We really appreciate it. Make sure you catch Alyssa and Family Channel's Lost and Found Music Studios. Stay tuned for her EP release, Undone, July 1st. And can you close things off with a quick message to your fans?
Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Okay, to my fans, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for just being there for me and wanting to know about me and wanting to hear my music and just supporting me so much, because honestly none of this is remotely possible without the fans. and it means so much to me to have you guys out there. So, thank you. I love you guys.